From Outer Chaos to Inner Balance, a 28-day immersion. We are on day 27, almost nearing the end. Leaders of tomorrow. Many people feel that this whole situation is going to have a huge impact on our children and our young adults. Our children and young adults are very resilient. In fact, much more resilient than adults. They can very easily overcome the impact when they watch and learn from us. In fact, it takes a village to raise a child. And each one of us, whether we have our own children or not, can work towards nurturing the leaders of tomorrow. How do we do that? We do that by being an example. Do we have to be perfect examples? Actually, we don't have to be perfect examples. When we feel overwhelmed, when we lose our balance, and then figure out our way and overcome and pick ourselves up, our children are watching us and they are learning how to pick themselves up. When we make mistakes and then correct ourselves, our children are learning what it means to correct their own mistakes. When we care for others, and in today's environment, we have many, many helpers. When we care for others, our children are watching us and they are learning compassion for others. When we take care of ourselves, our children are learning what it means to take care of themselves. When we practice values, our children are watching us and they are learning the importance of practicing values. When we love and support them, they are learning to love themselves. And in loving themselves, they are learning to love others. If we say all this in a nutshell, we can nurture the leaders of tomorrow by nurturing their ability to care for others and care for themselves. By being an example and by giving them our love, our support, our values, and our strength. But there's one thing that we can keep to ourselves. Let's not share that with the next generation. And that is our own limitations. Why do I say this? When we have a challenging situation and we come up with a list of solutions, those solutions are based on our strengths and also on our limitations. We try and avoid solutions which will involve our limitations. But somebody else looking at the same set of problems may be able to come up with a different set of solutions because their strengths and their limitations are different. When we keep our limitations to ourselves, we are freeing the next generation to find their own creative solutions. And I want to share one such solution with you. For centuries in India, temples have used fresh flowers as a part of their worship. And the next day, these flowers are discarded. Until recently, when I read in an article that a group of young men had got together and collected in their own region discarded worship flowers and brought them together and started turning them into incense sticks. And to do that, they involved the local rural women, trained them, and gave them a source of livelihood. Once the incense sticks were ready, these were marketed as eco-friendly products, and they are eco-friendly products to the flourishing urban middle class, a win-win-win solution. And it is possible because they were really thinking out of the box, trying something that has never been tried before. So when we keep our limitations to ourselves, but provide them with all the support, the leaders of tomorrow can come up with their own creative solutions. So when we are looking at our journey towards opportunities and possibilities, which we talked about on day 22, by getting the leaders of tomorrow ready, this journey does not become a tiring, overwhelming ultra marathon journey. Instead, it can become a very enjoyable relay race. A relay race where we do our part and then we pass the baton with confidence and love to the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you for joining me on this journey. This is Nirmala Shekhar signing off, and I will see you tomorrow, the last day of this journey. Till then, bye bye, namaste.